Good morning, y'all. It's finally about that time. That's right. So some of you guys wanted to know how this works right here, the Davies fan switch. And I know last time I did a little quick video on it, but I never really showed you guys how to install it or how you can set the temperatures where you want the fans to kick on. So I'm gonna do that shit today. I mean, as you guys can see, I'm done pretty much with the entire car. Got the headlights all working, and if I remember correctly, I didn't show you guys the resistors that I threw on the car. Prior to that, I didn't have turn signals because my flashers were not working, and that was all due to the turn signals that were not getting the correct current on the bulb. So I went and I purchased some resistors, threw them on, fucking problem solved. I thought that due to the crash, because I never really tested them afterwards, I thought that if, you know, there was probably a cable or something that was broken and I couldn't find or whatever. But then I thought that maybe a fuse, but the fuses were fine. So I was going to throw a new switch, a new turn signal switch, but at the end of the day, that wasn't the issue. And luckily I found that this was the issue right here. So I threw them on and they work perfectly fine now. So it's time to move on to the next step, which would be pretty much the final step. Well, other than that, other than the fan, I just gotta mount the intake. So I'll probably just gotta, that'll probably be some quick shit. But anyways, this is it right here. Just let me throw the hood back down so I can show you guys, take this box apart and show you guys what is up. This is it right here, the Davies fan switch, and I'm about to do, this probably like the first ever open box that I'm ever gonna do in this channel. So just so you guys can see what to expect. That's it. Instructions, the actual controller, and some hardware that you need. So here it is. So there it is, y'all. The Davies fan switch. This is the brain of the operation. This would be the sensor, the temp sensor. Oh, it's labeled right there. There you go. The temp sensor. Everything in this controller is labeled. So ground, ignition, you just gotta find ignition source, air conditioner, the AC, but I don't have AC in this, obviously. 3 big wires, battery, fan 1, fan 2. So the idea of this controller is that only one fan is going to kick on at a time, so you don't drain the battery. After that, 10 seconds are going to pass and then your other relay is going to kick on. Enough of that explanation. I think you guys get it, how simple this is. I'm going to throw it on, and then I'm going to turn the car back on, and I'm going to let it warm up. Actually, you know what? Well, yeah, I'm just going to let, no. First thing I got to do before I turn the car on, I've had a problem here. I'm gonna clean this up right quick. So I've been looking for some serpentine belts for this engine when after I had to change the power steering pulley. The original one was a little bit bigger than that one, and that radius changing to a smaller diameter kind of threw me off a lot, because I had to go out and find a serpentine belt that's gonna work for this engine, and that wasn't an easy task. I've just been struggling to find a goddamn serpentine belt, but I think I found one that works. I think this is gonna work. I'm gonna throw it on. Bad thing is that the last one I had bought from O'Reilly's, the grooves were a little bit more narrow. I don't know how to explain that. They were just a little bit closer in together. And I went to Advanced Auto and I got this serpentine belt. So this looks a little bit better than the last one that I had. I'm just gonna throw it in there, and hopefully it's gonna fucking work. And now that I got that out the way, I'm gonna remove the shroud and mount the controller to it. Alright y'all, so it's mounted and it's routed to the signal wires for the actually I forgot to fucking strap this one down. Give me a moment. Alright y'all, so everything is connected. Well, everything as far as fans, they're connected, and the wires are strapped down. I still gotta do the grounds on both of these, and I gotta connect the rest of the wiring for the relays. Still gotta do the ground for the relay, the ignition wire, the battery. And what I was going to show you guys is that I have this type of zip tie to clamp down on the sensor. So I'm not going to use the provided clamp. This one right here. This one right here goes to the sensor. You put the sensor right through there, and it'll hold it down. And then that other hole for this little zip tie right here, you put it through the radiator, and then you just snap it off, and you hold it down with this. Actually, you put this little padding on there. It's like a little padding that you just fucking, you know, stick on there. Anyways, but I'm not gonna use any of this because I already have it. This is the radiator that I used before. This one is the SVE radiator that I had used before, with the one that I originally thought that had a leak on it, but I think that leak ended up being a clamp that was kind of loose. So I don't know, we're gonna check it out again, and if it doesn't leak, then it was definitely the fucking clamp. So I'm gonna mount the radiator. I'm sorry, I'm gonna mount the shroud, and I'm gonna finish routing the wiring, which is gonna end up back over here once again, adding up to the fucking mess. And I'm gonna have to find, actually, you know what, I believe this was my ignition wire from last time that I was using it. So I'll probably go back into, I'll make sure that that's the ignition. Other than that, just grounds all over, and we should be done. I mean, this is a piece of cake. All right, so I'm gonna show you guys, just so you guys are not confused later on and be like, ah, you didn't show me shit. Anyways, so that's the thing I was telling you about. This is the sensor, and you literally just put it through here and till it stops, and it stops right there. So then that's where you're gonna get the temperature sensor, the temperature. And let me see if I can go here. Oh, that's the other side right there. So before, I know I didn't show any of this, but before I threw the sensor through here, I actually had to stick something through the fins so I can stick the temperature sensor through there, because if you just throw it on there, it's not gonna let you. you gotta kind of widen it up so you can stick the sensor through there. So there it is. That's the sensor. I also made a fucking hole. I had it on my previous shroud. I had a hole right there, and I think I got it pretty well. So we're gonna throw the wire through the hole and mount it up, and we should be done with that part. All right, y'all, so fast forward 5 hours later, I'm all done. I would have been done a long time ago, but I had to go pick up shit because this shit was driving me insane, even though it don't look any much better. I had to put a fuse block right here so I can get rid of some of the connectors, some of the ends that go to the starter solenoid. And yeah, while I was at it, I want to go buy some more wire. I still got to tuck that shit. I want to go buy some more loom. Once again, the battery did me wrong. Anyways, I'm gonna start off wherever I left off yesterday and turn on the fucking car because I already tried it. And new belt, but the belt was still walking out. But since then, I fixed the fucking thing. And how did I fix it? Remember I told you that this pulley was the wrong one, so I ended up needing to push the pulley inwards a little bit. If you can see, like, this is sticking out a little bit, and that's just about how much I needed. I could probably go a little bit more in, but that's pretty much all I needed for the belt to spin straight. So I'm gonna just go ahead and turn on the car and let it warm up again. There you go, guys. You can still see the belt that was kind of chewed up on this side, but then I flipped it around and I pushed my my power steering pump pulley a little bit in, and now it looks straight. Not getting all chewed up and shit. But yeah, guys, I mean, that's pretty much it for this one. That was the whole entire, actually, hold up. And now at the end, this is where you set up your on temp. So right now, this is the temperature of the coolant in right now. And you press this button that's right next to the light or the screen. You press it, and that tells you the temperature where the fans are going to kick on. This is at 85 Celsius. These Davies Craigs, they work on a Celsius temperatures. So 85 to Fahrenheit is 185. So I got mine set up because I do have a 185 thermostat. I got 185 thermostat. So I put my temperature to turn on at 185. The fans will kick on, and then they will shut off at 79 Celsius, which would be, I think it's 179. So it'll go down just about 6 degrees, and do it all over again. But yeah, y'all, thank you guys for watching and checking out my videos. I appreciate everybody that subscribed to the channel. Everybody new, thank you very much. Now all I'm gonna do is throw my FR500s back on, or probably just air these up and then go do a little quick run because I haven't done it. But anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Deuces.